So welcome everyone to our group meeting. We're just going to cover a few things tonight, mainly Facebook units, which is a new system that we've introduced into some of our groups. And we're also going to discuss the coaching sneak peek that we've got coming up starting tomorrow. So we've got obviously a good number of us have turned up tonight, which is brilliant. And we've also got Milan on as well to add her special bit of input as well. So I don't know if you've noticed the Facebook units that I've added to the group. I've added it to 2B, to our main group. And what it allows us to do is set up pre-aligned challenge groups that people can get involved in at any point. So I'm going to go to it now and just show you exactly how it works. Do a screen share.
Welcome to Katrina too. While you're doing that, we haven't really met either, have we? I feel like we have, but we haven't officially.
Hi, yeah. Hello there.
I can't see you.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
So can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on here, when you come on here now, you'll see there's a section called units. And if you click on that, it brings up 21-day fix. Now, I'm adding to this each day as Tack does his posts. And you'll see there, we're up to day 14. But if you've got a customer, say, wanting to do 21-day fix, you send them to this unit, they click on it, and it brings up each post from 21-day fix. So there's your get started video, and there's your day one. And once they've completed it, they click I'm done there, and it will register at the beginning, sort of showing how far each person is. And this will be a really good way of us tracking people every single day as they progress on the program without filling the group with like constant posts. So what I'd like to do is, as we're like doing each program from now on, we can set this up, and then, you know, if someone wants to do 21-day fix, it's all there for them. If they want to do, lift 4, I'll do it with lift 4. So at any time they can jump in and do lift 4, and they can just go down each post, click it as they're done. And we can still, you know, do the sort of posting every day of like sweaty selfies and stuff like that, which, you know, keeps people engaged. But it also allows people to see stuff other than just, you know, spams with the same program, Beachbody stuff that they provide. But again, it's all there for them. But I've also, I don't know whether you've looked at Coach University, I've set it up for there. I'll just switch to that. So Coach University automatically switches straight to units now. So you can see there that I've just said that I've done the first 3. And you can see it tracks the line across as you complete them. And then when they've completed the course, it will be that green line will be all the way to the end sort of thing, meaning they've completed the whole program. Now, I've added all there is up to this. I think we're on the 23rd.
We should be.
Yeah, so we've got everything up to date on there. As Milan posts each one, I'll just keep adding them. But you will, I think you normally do a wipe at the end of the month, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to stop that, otherwise the wipe will clear everything that have linked.
Yeah, so we won't touch this now. We will just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think this will be quite a nice way for people to do it at their own pace, rather than having to wait till like the start of the month, which I know they don't have to, but you know, it's all laid out for them there, and hopefully we can see how they're getting on, and we can sort of, as the coach progresses through it each day, or, you know, in their own time, we can check where they're up to.
Does it also show up in discussion or no? It no longer shows up in the discussion thread?
Well, yeah, if you go in discussion, they're all still there.
Okay.
So you can still scroll through them all, but they'll
Okay.
just be in the order that they're posted originally.
It's an easier way to track that you've done the units. And then if somebody posts in the comments of the unit, does it notify us?
Yeah, it still notifies us. So if you go to the units, you'll see here it says 3 comments. So you can see, don't know if it actually says which ones have comments on them, but you still get a notification as they comment, like you would now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so you'll see the comments below in the posts. See, there's a comment on that one there.
Okay.
I mean, I've just labelled them lesson 1, but we can give them a title for each one if we so wish.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's go back to units. There, so I've labelled them just lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, but we can give each one a title if
Does it allow you to do both? Lesson 1 dash.
Yes.
Get it started. Okay, that might be good.
Yeah, I can set that up, no problem.
Okay.
But it's just a simple way of keeping track of everything. And again, like in our Homefit group, it does the same sort of thing where, you know, you can check that everyone's getting on with the program. And I think it allows us to be a little bit more coachy in a way. Because, you know, if someone's not clicked that they've done it, then you can send them a message to say, hey, I've noticed you've not done you've not clicked for the last 3 days. So are you getting on okay with your workout? Or, you know, and it just allows you to engage a bit more with your customers. So potentially, I think it's a very useful tool.
Does it allow the user to be notified when a new lesson is posted?
Well, when a new one's posted, to start off with, it will be a daily post in this discussion. But say if someone's joining 21 Day Fix now, all the posts are already up there.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So they'd have to just sort of do it in their own pace.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, as they click, you know, as they're doing it each day and they click done, we can monitor that they've sort of, let's go down to this one. So you click, you know, you've just done day 1, you click I'm done. And then in the units, when it loads, you'll see that I don't know why it's not loading.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, I like the option for them to track themselves and then, you know, us to be notified. Because for those on this call, we have the same whole entire system in the US. And so I wanted to just test it here to see what we love about it and what, you know, might be a challenge around it. One of the challenges we have in the US is not everybody's on Facebook. I know that's hard to believe, but they aren't. And so we also have this on a static website where people can go through the lessons. Did we build that for the UK or no?
Do you mean the app?
Like the actual, no, I don't think we have it on a static website, meaning you could just go to teamgenesis.com and go to the UK Coach University and see the lessons there. If for some reason they're not on, you might have done it, they're not on Facebook, it's just another way to connect. Yeah,
there is the website, isn't there, that you can use, which we can direct them to. But
very cool.
Yeah, ideally we want them to use this because it's a simple way of managing everything, isn't it?
So what are we seeing now? I'm seeing blank.
Yeah, I don't know why it's showing blank, to be quite honest.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
It might still be loading.
Yeah, so that's just a discussion.
Milan, can we have the password for the Coach University website again, please? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's all one word, Livewell, LIVEWELL, all lowercase.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And what was my other question? So let's say you had one of the lessons in Coach University, or you had one of the sessions in 21 Day fix and you wanted to do a live video, how would you do that in units? Would you go to that lesson and then post a live video and comments, or is there a way to do that?
You just do it in the group.
You
So
just do it straight away in the group. Okay.
yeah, so then it would still come up on the discussion thing, but it wouldn't be part of the units. But they'd still see it. So if they're a member of the, say, Coach University group, it would still come up like a live video within that group.
Okay.
And the same with like our To Be Home Fit
Nice.
that video come up on the discussion. I've set the units in our To Be Home Fit not to be the first thing that appears when you click on, but when you go to Coach University now, it takes you straight to the units.
Okay.
It's sort of, I want the To Be Home Fit to be a bit more natural still, but have the units to support them when they want to, and they can go to it and track their sort of workouts and what have you. But obviously Coach University is like a course, so it makes more sense to do it like that.
And then To Be Home Fit, you would have multiple units.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So for each
That's
fitness
awesome.
program, we'll have a different unit as we go.
That's so awesome. I mean, I'm thinking, like months ago when we had to have different coaches hosting different workouts and trying to figure out who's starting when and who's finishing and what's next. Oh my goodness.
That's it. And okay, there'll be, say as we're starting lift 4 on a week on Monday, so we'll do all the posts, but as I do the posts, I'll add them to the units. And that means that like down the line, if someone wants to do lift 4, then the whole program's there for them to just follow each day at any point. And the same with 21 Day Fix. And then when we get to Transform 20, we'll do the same from there. And we'll just build up a catalogue of sort of programs that people can just follow within the group.
The other thing they're doing is they're doing that little sneak peek free workout that's in front of a wall of BOD for what's it called?
Shift Shot.
Shift Shot, but what's the second
Proving
part?
Grounds.
Thank you, Proving Grounds. So Proving Grounds will come out soon in October, and then they're going to do that with Transform 20 as well. So you could do those free little groups within this To Be Home Fit. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I think it's just a simple way of running it once we get used to using them. I know it seems like a little bit out there at the minute because it's new to us, but I think once we all sort of set in, I'll make sure that everyone that's a coach can see the progress. I might have to sort of rank you up in the group, but it mean that you can track how other people are getting on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like maybe TAC if you can go and do the 21 Day Fix and just click how far you're up to, and I can just see, because I've only seen myself track, but it'd be nice to see how it displays each person.
Yeah.
But if it all works as it should, it'll be really nice.
That's very cool. Yeah, similar to what we have with the BOD tribe, that was difficult because we have our collective group is the BOD tribe, and then in Facebook, and then we have individual app things going on, and then we have To Be Mindset, which everybody just kind of migrated To Be Mindset and left the BOD tribe behind. So what I like about this is it doesn't matter because anybody can enter at any time, find the program they want to do, and then tap into those lessons. So that's really awesome. Love it.
Okay, so that's pretty much units covered. Next, we've got our coaching sneak peek. Now, you should all be in the group. If you're not, let me know. We've renamed it. Kirsty came up with a really good name the other day, so we'll sort of, there you go, To Be Home Fit, an insight into coaching. And for anyone that's not seen any of this before or never been involved in one before, it's basically our way of, we invite people to the group that you feel might be interested in coaching, or have sort of mentioned it before. So you can just say we're putting on a presentation, you know, to give you ideally an insight into what coaching is. And then we run it for 3 days, and we have set things for each day. So normally the first day is sort of an introduction to ourselves, the team, a little bit about, you know, why we got into Beachbody and coaching. We like people to sort of do a live video if possible. If you're willing to do that, please let me know, because it's a really good way of putting yourself out there. And I know it feels scary if you've never done it before, but you'll see one or two of us will do it first. But if I know Vicky said she'd be happy to do it. Yeah.
Of course. I'm so silly because I always make a mistake or trip over my words, but I just think that's just me, and I'll just keep in it.
But that's the best part. People want to see you. People want to see the
Okay.
it's fine. We all do.
So are we starting with that tomorrow then, Chris?
Tomorrow
Would be the telling a brief story?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we normally schedule each person throughout the day, so there's like regular content rather than like loads of stuff all at once. So I don't know when suits you, Tack.
Probably late evening, early evening or late evening, best for me.
Okay.
Or in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Okay. Let me stop the yeah.
Outside of the working hours, basically.
Yeah. Okay, and Kirsty, when suits you? I think she's still in the chat, isn't she?
She's still chatting, yeah. Anytime, she said.
Anytime.
Excellent.
So maybe, I'm just trying to think when I could do. I could either do first thing in the morning or after work. So, and what time would suit you, Vicky?
I'm happy to take the morning.
Morning. Okay.
I'd be crazy early.
That's
Up
fine.
like 6 or 2. Is that crazy?
No, that's fine. The only thing is, you obviously won't get to see one of ours first. Is that all right?
And then I'm just like thinking,
But really, all it needs to be is about, you know, a little bit about yourself, your fitness journey, why you got into coaching, and what you like about it, maybe. And that's pretty much it. You know, just your story. It doesn't have to be long. You know, 5-10 minutes at the most, sort of thing. And
yeah, that's cool.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
schedule you in for then. We said tacky evening.
Can I do 6 or maybe 9 or 9:30?
9:30. Okay, Kirsty midday. Anybody else fancy doing it?
I'm happy to do it if it's helpful.
Yeah.
Definitely. That'd be great.
Somebody with a little bit of a different accent on.
Yeah.
And for me, looking at my schedule,
We've all got so many accents.
Yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow is open. That's 5 for you, I think.
5, yeah.
So let me just put that in.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know whether Natalie and Katrina, whether you'd rather just do a post and share your story, or if you're happy to do a video, by all means, it's totally up to you. But anything that you want to share in the group, sort of just say who you are and stuff, is brilliant. You know, just an extra bit of content.
I'll put a post in. I'm not that great on the whole live feed yet at the moment, but I'll definitely put a post in.
Yeah. Okay.
Same, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you'll see how we do it, and next time when you're ready, the more people that sort of get involved, the better. And then on Tuesday, we'll sort of do a bit more information on coaching itself. So Kirsty normally does a what is coaching. I normally cover the business side of it, and TAC normally covers like the products and everything. I don't know whether everyone's happy just sticking to that same plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is there anything else you think we need to add, Milan?
I think it's always good at some point, if in those 3 sessions that you're answering the most common objections that you're hearing.
Yeah.
That's just the goal. Yeah. So if you're answering the most common things that people like, I don't have time, I'm worried about how much the investment is, that kind of, as long as you're dealing with that in those 3 things, you've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the last day, we normally do a bit for Q&A. It just depends whether normally people don't sort of get involved, but I know when Brian and Jen did it with us, they offered like a bit of an incentive for those that did a Q&A, but I don't know, we tend to sort of put out there in the morning, has anyone got any questions and what have you, but even if we don't get anything back from anyone, it's always good to, again, sort of like Milan just said, cover those sort of objections or anything like that. We normally sort of put together some questions ourselves. So any sort of input on what you feel, whether your original sort of what maybe made you unsure or made you decide to or anything, and anything like that, we can sort of incorporate into those questions, and we can help those people that are in the group thinking about it. And just
even if you did that as a quick live, like, so that even if like I go on and like the most common question I get is, can I do this and is it worth it? Or I'm just too busy to add another thing to my life. Or do I have to sell shakes to make this work? Or whatever. Like there's like, what are those most common questions? And this is a really great opportunity for the newer coaches to tell us what are some of the things that they're not sure they have an answer for. When talking about coaching, that then the more seasoned coaches can come in and just like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, just do a quick little answer of that.
Yeah, because it gives you the tools to sort of going forward, because you will find people that have these objections and what have you. And when you know how to answer them yourself, when you see like some of us answering them, it's useful down the line.
Well, maybe some of the concerns or questions that you've got, and how you, different ways that you could answer them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's the basic plan. I mean, if you've got people that you want to invite to it today, ready for tomorrow, by all means do so. Again, it's just a Facebook group. There's no sort of
commitment.
No, there's no commitment. They can just be in the group, see what it's all about, and see if it's something they'd be interested in. And then once we've done the presentation, normally we follow up ourselves with whoever we've added to the group, a day or 2 later, and just have a chat with them and see. And that's pretty much it. But even if you don't get anything from it, it's always good practice. I find that it keeps you sort of fresh, keeps you answering these questions that you face on a daily basis, and seeing other coaches deal with them as well is a powerful tool. So yeah, that's basically the presentation, and that's it. So
can I share a couple things? I wanted to, okay, so when they're going through Coach University, there's 2 big lessons about inviting that happen. The first lesson is inviting them to the To Be Homefit group. Like if you have people that are interested in getting a healthier lifestyle or figuring out what their healthy formula is, that inviting them to the To Be Home Fit group is an option. It's also a place anybody that buys anything, you can plug them into, like support for that group. And so maybe what I need to do is go through the UK University lessons, Chris, and make sure that what we're referring to, because we teach to invite to a group, is we're actually referring them to the To Be Home Fit name.
Okay.
And that link, so that they're learning that. The second is coaches are learning how to invite to the Insight into Coaching. And now that you have that set up, I want to make sure that there's consistency between the dialogue, the language we're using in university, so that new coaches are going, oh, that's what those two groups are for.
Yeah.
I think it might be interesting if we could get creative, and maybe, I don't know if there's time for this one, but to think about what you could do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that would make it fun as well. Not just informative, but also fun. Fun by rewarding engagement, or, just think about that, especially from an engagement standpoint. Like whoever, everybody that posts a question will have a drawing for something cool, or, post a picture of, like you said, of your favorite food, or I don't know, just like, what's the biggest obstacle for a healthy life for you? And just, and reward that. So I think fun is a good thing. And then, so I was going to just share this, because I had a question from a coach this morning, and she said, the answer for it was a little bit about how do you invite, because in the US, we're also doing a little bit of a sneak peek this next week. And she said, I've been sending 5 invites daily and getting good response, but I'm struggling on wrapping it up with people. I have 6 conversations going, carried over from last week. All have watched a little video on coaching. All are interested in the idea of coaching, but what I'm getting is, quote, I don't think I have time for the coaching commitment, unquote. I don't think I have time. And all 6 already post daily about working out and eating healthy and their weight loss struggles. Like, she's like, they're already doing it, but then what they're telling me is, I don't think I have time to do it. She's like, how do I answer that? And I said, first of all, great work. That's great work. I asked her if she'd read GoPro by Eric Worre, because he teaches a conversation that helps people with the perception of obstacles. And I also said, listen, the word coach scares people for some reason, that the added meaning to that word is different for every person. Like, some people think that a coach has to be an expert, or has to be somebody that already has it figured out. And I think what's unique about us is we're the opposite of that. A coach is just somebody that's made the commitment to say, come do this with me. And so, because Beachbody provides us all the rest. So I said, are you talking to any people, or is it all, direct message through Messenger, through social? And she said, they're all through Messenger. And then I said, well, we're hosting this Insight into Life as a Coach in this coming week. And so one of the things you could do is the next step for them, because they've expressed interest, but they've told you why no. So for some people it could be money, some people could be time. And let's see, here's how I worded it for her. I said, I would not overlook their concern, as most salespeople always do that. They just kind of like try to wipe our concern away. But here's how I would respond to them. I totally get the feeling that life is already too busy. It's really possible that this might not be a fit into what you've got going on right now. I know I felt that way for a long time myself, but what if it could? Like, what if you found a way to make it work, and the reward is, and you insert whatever it is, that matters to them. And the reward is you get to that healthy place you want to be. The reward is it gives you more time to do things with your kids, whatever it is that they want. Would it be worth it then? And then this is what I always say, I'm not here to convince you. Truly, your friendship matters more than any of this. I'm just hoping you'd be open to explore this with me. Maybe, if nothing else, we could jump into a group that explains coaching better than I can. No strings or expectations, just a chance to see if this even makes sense for you. Would you be open to doing that together this week? So that's how my invite sounds. It sounds very much like, we're going to explore this. I don't know if it's a fit. It might not be. I mean, life might be too crazy for you right now. I'm not here to decide that. I'm not here to convince you. I just want to know if you're open to exploring it together. Because quite honestly, I already see you doing this. I already see you doing a lot of the things that coaches do, which is, hey, I'm going to take this journey in my life and I'd love for you to come with me. And I said, these are my words. They shouldn't be yours necessarily, but I want you to get a feel for it. And she said, I typically say the first part of that, but I don't say the second half. So I just wanted to share that because I think the sneak peek and the To Be Homefit group are what they really are for all of you. Is they're a collective community where you support each other for actually growing your customer base and making them super happy result stories and growing your team of coaches so that they can step into this without having to know how to answer all the questions. And that's what my fondest hope is for those two groups. I think you guys are doing an amazing job. In fact, I think with this new unit thing, yours is probably going to be more efficient than the one we're using in the US. And so we might model after you guys this time, which is great. But that's the whole goal, is to create a fun and collective way of doing this. So each one of you don't have to go reinvent that wheel. And that your people, especially if you're brand new in coaching, get to come and experience the personalities and the heart of all the other people on your collective team. That's the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, which I think, I'm sure everyone sort of agrees that the Homefit group at the moment is really sort of such a supportive group. It's really nice how it sort of progressed from, when we started it, 4 months ago, was it? And as new people have come in, we're seeing lots of results, we're seeing, lots of engagement, and that's what we want to build, a really nice sort of supportive community.
Awesome.
And I think that's what we need to promote, that's what you don't get elsewhere. So it's definitely worth sharing that when you're speaking to possible customers or, coaches or anything like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Can I ask another question? Liverpool coming up.
Yes.
Do we have any idea of our ability to get together aside from the actual event, or is the logistics of that happening? Because I'm trying to think of what could I do for us as a team that's separate from the actual Super Saturday event?
Yeah, so what I've organized so far is on the Saturday night, I've booked my friend's restaurant, which is that one that I sent you the link to. And she said we can pretty much have it to ourselves. She'll cater to us or whatever. And whether we want to do training Saturday night and then again Sunday morning, she'll make it available for us then as well. But it's just slightly out of Liverpool centre, but walkable no matter where you sit in the centre. And then we can do like I said, training at night and training in the morning or whatever, however you want to do it.
I'm totally there to serve you guys. I'm totally up for some fun.
Yeah.
For sure. Maybe especially if we have families around. Saturday might be the fun family thing to do. And then for those who can stay and are available for Sunday, then maybe we could do a Sunday breakfast training.
Yeah, that's how I was kind of thinking about it. Sort of friendly, fun thing Saturday night, and then Sunday morning get down to a bit of training, business, and what have you.
Yeah.
But I think Vicky's staying over. I think Katrina's bringing someone, aren't you? I don't know whether Natalie even knows about it yet.
She's like, what?
I briefly know. I just got to check my calendar, but yeah, it'd be good to come. It's just the logistics of it all. But
do you know what a Super Saturday is? Do you want me to explain it?
Explain, please.
Okay. So what a Super Saturday is, Beachbody run them every sort of few months, and it's really their way of getting people together, coaches, customers, and they ask us to put on these events. Now, this time we've joined up with another team to put on a big one in the Northwest, which I don't know where you're from, Natalie, but
Kent.
Where, sorry?
Kent.
Kent, okay. Which obviously, like Kirsty and I and what have you are based in the Northwest, which is why we've organised it there. But maybe going forward, as the team grows, we'll be able to host multiple ones across the country. You know, there are other Super Saturdays, but it's just that we've sort of really thrown everything into this one. And what it is, there's normally training, so we have all the latest information from Beachbody. They give you some training, they do some like announcements. So there's going to be a lot of stuff on the new Proving Grounds program that's coming out. Probably some more on Sean T's, I don't know, but they sort of promote stuff, and sometimes they announce. Is there going to be a new announcement, Milan? I don't know.
Well, they're doing a product sneak peek at the leadership event that I'm going to in a couple weeks, so I have a feeling it'll be in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll probably launch something. They normally do some sort of launch announcement as well. So it's always useful to be there. You get the training, but the main thing about it is it's again the meeting people, the community. We normally run a taste test, so you can taste like all the different Shakeologies and the Energize and what have you. So all the products are there for you to try as well. We also normally do a workout. So there's last time we did a lift 4 workout. Don't know this time whether we're doing a shift shop or whether Tac's going to lead a sanity workout. We're just waiting for confirmation whether there's going to be sort of a. Yeah, I quite would like Tac to lead one, to be honest, but I don't know how he feels about that.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I think it'd be great fun, especially if we're going to have that many people there.
To do what? To do an insanity? Just have a modifier. That's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. So insanity live workout, I think would be awesome. I don't think the shift shot one's quite as big a pull as the lift 4 was. So I don't know. I think putting a live insanity workout on would be more attractive. And then I think Milan.
I think a lot more people know insanity.
Yeah, I think that. I think we'd go for the insanity workout and just share it out there. We also have some like competitions, some giveaways. I think Milan's going to do a bit of a talk or what have you as well, a bit of training. So hopefully these are they're really fun events and they're worth getting to. So that's basically what they are. And then us as a team are going to hold this event afterwards and Sunday morning, training and what have you as well. So a little bit extra, which will be good fun and useful, hopefully, going forward. So that's basically what it's about, Super Saturday. And then that's it, really.
It's our, it's a way for us to take a mini summit and bring it local across many countries. And I think the biggest benefit, aside from getting the information, because the company always records a video that we listen to, is what you learn from each other. That's the real value being there, is what you learn from each other.
And also like the photos, and people see all this going on and they're like, what is this all about? And you get a lot of engagement from anything that you share from these sort of posts and pictures, and we normally share live videos. I mean, we're lucky to have Danielle last time at our event, which was an amazing thing to share. Which, if you haven't watched Danielle's speech that she did, go and watch it. It's still in our coach sneak peek group. It's definitely.
She's the reason I'm here.
Yeah, that she got you, didn't she?
I messaged Emma within seconds of watching that video.
So there you go. That there's so much sort of information and tools that you'll get from it. So yeah, that's about it. Anyone else want to add anything else?
No. Oh, except I'm bringing somebody with me. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, you're bringing Kelly, aren't you?
Yeah, she's so completely in love with Sean T that she has to be a coach. There's no other way.
She's going to love Transform 20 then.
No, she's going to do Insanity. and she's got her next year planned out. She knows what she's doing, that girl.
I like that. That's a good coach. I like that.
Yeah, she's not even a coach yet. It's crazy. She will be.
That's awesome. Okay, so should we leave it there unless there's anything else?
No, just it's the last week of September. I wish you guys the best, and that any goals you've set for yourself happen with ease this week. I know October, there's a lot of stuff going on. If there's anything you want me to raise with any of the corporate executive team, I'll be with all of them a week from now, kind of like October, that first weekend of October. I'll be visiting with the corporate council, with Jeff Hill, with I'll see Arno and all of those guys. So again, if there's anything that you guys have on a wish list, this is the time to tell me so that I can bring it to their attention.
I'll have a think. There's probably a few bits.
All Shakeology flavors.
Yes, because I'm pretty certain there's another what do they call it, limited edition flavor coming out for the holidays. So the key is for them to make sure that the UK is included in that.
Yeah, I think it would be a good tool. I mean, we do like all that sort of, pumpkin spice stuff, and anything that you can sort of that's a bit different. I think would be powerful. I mean, having like I don't know, maybe Christmas pudding shake or whatever. You know what I mean? That's different and healthy or fun. Anything like that. I think.
Eggnog flavour. There you go.
Eggnog, yeah. Peppermint's another big one at Christmas here. So I'm kind of.
I love peppermint. I would go with that one.
The candy cane, yeah. And then also, I have not booked travel in Liverpool, so let me know if there's any recommendations on where to stay, or I'm just going to take the train in from London.
Yeah.
So not sure if I'm going to go straight away to Liverpool on Thursday night or head out Friday morning yet. We'll see. So.
Okay. Yeah, because you're going to be staying over in Liverpool on Saturday night.
Saturday night, but headed back Sunday after we're together.
You're not staying over on Friday night.
Yep. So I might be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night for 3 nights.
Okay.
I started to look at some Airbnbs, but I don't really know the city very well. And then the only thing that might change is I might actually stay in London one night if I've got some coaches to speak with there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can certainly help you with sort of locations.
Okay. Cool.
I'll have a look myself. I've not had a chance yet, but I'll see if we can find somewhere.
Cool.
And then we can go from there. And then the only thing is the actual event. I'll have to check how far away from the Liverpool centre it is, because it's at high school that's just a bit out of the town centre.
Right.
We'd have to organise either transport to there, whether an Uber or whatever. I don't know.
We'll have cars anyway, so we can drive whoever. We can pick you up, Milan. So don't worry about that. We can sort that out for you.
Yeah.
I was looking at an Airbnb as well, because the hotels on a Saturday night are so expensive. So I think I'll do an Airbnb as well.
Do you know what it is? I think it's because it's half term, so all the children are off school that week, and it's the last weekend of half term. So I think they've doubled all the hotels.
Saturdays are expensive anyway. Like even the Travelodge is about £100. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb.
I'll have a look.
Beachbody House Airbnb, and everyone just stay there.
I was going to say.
That's what I'm thinking.
Might be worth doing.
Find a place with a bunch of rooms and figure it out.
That'd be a good idea.
That's right. Who needs training? We'll just stay up and. I'm totally open to that. You guys just let me know what you see.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Be well, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for popping on.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.